And happy Friday, September 27th, Hebrews 10, 19 to 25. Therefore, brothers and sisters, since we have boldness to enter the sanctuary through the blood of Jesus, he has inaugurated for us a new and living way through the curtain, that is, through his flesh. And since we have a great high priest over the house of God, let us draw near with a true heart in full assurance of faith, with our hearts sprinkled clean from an evil conscience and our bodies washed in pure water. Let us hold on to the confession of our hope without wavering, since he who promised is faithful. And let us consider one another in order to provoke love and good works. That's to encourage each other to love and good works. Not neglecting to gather together, as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging each other, and all the more as you see the day approaching. The gathering of believers has purpose. This gathering of believers that we call the gathering has purpose. For years I preached the two great commandments that Jesus was asked about. Simply put, they are to love God and love others. So when the gathering was birthed in 2010, I had read a book that said everyone in your congregation should be able to state your purpose, your priority, in as few words as possible. So I went back to these two commandments. Loving God became the first priority. And loving God is a behavior. It becomes an expression of our worship. It's an expression of worship in everything that we do. Sure, we love God when we gather for worship, but we're also to love God whether we're gathered or scattered. So then when Jesus' life is examined, it can be seen that he just loved people. He loved his disciples. He loved the crowds. He loved the Romans. He loved the religious leaders who opposed him. And, truth is, he would not have pointed out their mistakes, their misunderstandings of the law and the Old Testament and the covenant if he had not loved them. So my summation of all of this, of Jesus' life, became the words, living Jesus. If we love as Jesus loved, we will live that love in the world around us. Finally, a few years ago, we added the priority, walking together. That's just simply the commitment that we will worship, we will study, we will grow, and we will serve as a body to do and be what God has provided for us to be. We've been given purpose, we've been given identity, we've been given priority. Now we obey and we live it out. Woo! See you next week.